This Friday night, early Saturday morning, actually, on Sky Sports Live, we will see Mikaela Mayer defend her WBO World Welterweight title in Las Vegas against Sandy Ryan. It is, of course, a rematch, a much anticipated rematch after what was a fantastic fight between the pair of them last autumn. And I'm delighted to say that Mikaela Mayer joins us live from Las Vegas, what hopefully is a sunny Las Vegas. Early in the morning there, though, for you. So thanks very much for getting up for us. How are things?
Everything's going great. Yeah, it is sunny here. It's really hot. The weather's picking up, so that always puts me in a good mood. And training camp has been great. I head to Fountain Blue tonight.
So we did extend an invitation for this conversation to Sandy Ryan, but that either it's not made its way to her or she's declined it. I mean, you'll be seeing her soon enough, I guess, but you've made the effort.
Listen, this is fight week. This is a big fight for us, but for women's boxing. We're the two women headlining the main event in Las Vegas in Fountain Blue, live on ESPN, live on Sky Sports. The bare minimum is showing respect to the broadcasters, which includes Sky Sports, and showing up for fight week build-up and fight week interviews. I mean, this is fight week. This is time. This is what you got to do. This is part of being a professional. This is part of being a champion, which maybe is the reason why she's not. But this is part of the job, and so definitely disappointing that she didn't want to show up today. But it says a lot about who she is.
Do you take it in some ways as a backhanded compliment, though? Maybe she doesn't really want to tangle with you during fight week unless she absolutely has to.
No, she's 100% scared. She's 100% scared to go face to face with me because the last few times that we've gone face to face, I've had truth on my side and I've put her in her place and I've said things that make her uncomfortable. And she just can't handle this side of the sport, I guess. Maybe she's in the wrong sport.
There is real feeling there between the pair of you. There was in the build-up to the last fight with the issues with the training situation. As you described it, she stole your trainer. And then on the night, there was a bizarre occurrence prior to the fight, Bloodgate, as people called it, which people tuning into this will be aware of. And I imagine things haven't died down between the pair of you at all.
No, I mean, nothing has changed since that last fight. We didn't hug each other and squash any beef that we had. That's not really how I do things. There was beef before, and there's going to be beef after. But I kindly gave her the rematch because this is not just about me. This is about doing the right thing and doing what's best for the sport. And the fans wanted to see this rematch. It was an exciting fight. The views were amazing, and it was exciting. So I did what I had to do. I got this rematch together. Sky has done a lot of their part to come out and make sure the broadcast team was here. It's going to be live on ESPN. So everyone's doing their part, and except for Sandy. She hasn't done much to help promote this fight. And I think ultimately that's just going to affect her career long term. She doesn't bring value to fight week and to the buildup. And again, that's just a part of the job.
I think I know the answer to this. Are you at peace with the whole situation regarding with the training situation? I mean, are you a forgive and forget kind of a person, or do you just move on?
No, I'm grateful. I'm more than okay with it. I'm grateful for the situation because it led me in a new direction, it led me to Kofi, the coach I have now. And I just feel like I'm getting better and better. It was literally a blessing in disguise. The best thing that could have happened to my career was bringing in Kofi Jantua. So it all worked out fine for me. And in my mind, she's got the worst end of the stick at this point. So and I think it's showing. It's showing her mind is not there. For her to not even be able to show up to a Sky Sports interview just shows how mentally weak she is. And you can't be weak in this sport. That's 50% of the game. So I'm okay with the situation. It's on her now. Maybe she feels guilt. Maybe she feels like, she's on the bad side. But I'm all good. I'm happy with my corner. I'm excited for fight week. I'm in shape. I'm ready to go. And I respect the broadcaster, the media, and everyone who's helping to build this fight and help build my career.
Well, nobody could ever accuse you of not playing your part in building a fight. I think that's fair to say. Just take us back to the ring last autumn when the final bell went and you're waiting for the scores to be announced. It was a terrific fight. Honestly, how were you feeling at that point? Because it hadn't gone your way a couple of times before that in big fights, and you must have fitted the worst to an extent.
So I went to the corner after the fight and I was smiling, I was happy, and Kofi was smiling and saying, "Good job, you won that," and same with Coach Al. And I hugged them and I was sort of embracing that for a second. And then I said, wait, let me get the decision first because I've been here before, and I didn't want to jump the gun and get too excited, but I really did feel confident that I had won. But you see when they're about to announce the winner, you can see that look on my face where I was just like kind of praying, like, please see it right this time, because I have been in that position before and it didn't go my way. So I'm just glad that the judges saw it right. And I'm so confident in it that I gladly gave her another rematch. I just plan to go and just do it even better. So all is good. Everything's good. The stars are aligning. It's all good.
And that brings me on to my next question. Why is it that you decided to give the rematch? I mean, it's a sign of ultimate confidence, basically, because you didn't have to do it. Were there other
Yeah.
options that you would have preferred?
We did go over a few other options, but I always want to be in the biggest fights possible. And the rematch with Sandy, after the views came back and the excitement from the fans, it was the biggest fight, was the rematch, And I don't like sitting back and taking fights that I'm not super inspired by. I could have sat around and waited to fight the winner of Jonas versus Price, but I want to stay active. I want to give the fans the fights they want to see, and it just made sense.
Given the backstory, is a win enough on Friday? The win is always the most important thing, but is that enough? Does it need to be a win plus a damaging performance?
I think for me personally, I want a damaging performance, but a win is enough. I'm going to win, and I got to win any way possible. And a win is enough. A win is going to take me on to the next step. But personally, I want to do damage. I want to make it 100 times more convincing.
We obviously have a very keen interest in this, not just because of the first fight, not just because there's a British fighter in the fight, but also one of our fighters, Sky Sports fighter. We very much see you as that, but because the winner of this fight is surely going to fight Lauren Price, and I know it's not traditional for anybody to look ahead, but you are the kind of person who I think does, not because you overlook an opponent, but because you're looking at your career. Win on Friday, and then fight for undisputed, surely.
Yeah, some people can't compartmentalize certain things. They have to focus on one thing at a time. I'm very good at juggling a million things at once. I've always been that way. That's my personality type. I'm 100% focused on this fight with Sandy, and I know that I have to get through her and do it well. But you have long-term goals and you have short-term goals. Short-term is Sandy, long-term is undisputed. I want to get in there with Lauren Price and do the same thing. But Sandy first.
Okay, so she's not here today, but I know you'll see her soon enough. But just look down the barrel and give us a message for Sandy.
Yeah, Sandy didn't show up today. It says a lot about her. I think that I'm in her head once again. But ultimately, it's unprofessional, and this is your job. You got to show up for the people that show up for you. Sky Sports is showing up, ESPN is showing up, Top Rank has showed up. Everyone's worked hard to bring this fight together and give you a rematch. So I'm sorry she didn't take advantage of it. And at the end of the day, I'm getting my hand raised. That's it.